Welcome back. Welcome back to another pod of AthleteCast episode 11. And big announcement that the merch line is finally going to be launched. Uh, the link will be in the description. I will also be sharing it on every social media of AthleteCast. So if you guys want to copy some AthleteCast merch, you can go ahead and cop that. You feel me? Big things are coming. Got shirts. You got shirts, joggers, cups. I think I put in cups and all that. Hey, my boy Joey, what's good with it, boy? Welcome to that. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, we got the merch line coming soon. Well, it's dropped. I'm gonna just drop the link to the shop in the description. You can go copy you a shirt, copy you a hoodie, copy some joggers, whatever you want. We got it. You feel me? Yes, sir. Happy early birthday to my boy Joey. You feel me? Hold on, bro. I'm trying to get my mic right. Hold on. Let me get my mic right, bro. Yo, yo, yo. Hold on, bro. I hate trying to do technical difficulties while I'm here, bro. I hate this one right here. But let's hop into some of this ARC, as they would like to call it, news. I've been saying ARC, but they call it ARC news. So we finna get into some of these results, predictions for this coming up week, and also the rankings for this week. Bro, just stay up, please. Stay up, bro. Can I just scratch it out right here? Well, it won't corroborate with me today. So let's hop into some of this news right here. First up, we got Nebraska Wesleyan versus Luther. Nebraska Wesleyan coming away with the win, 40-14 over Luther. Congrats to them boys. They wish they could compete with the Storm, but they couldn't. Next up, we got Wartburg versus Cole. Wartburg upsetting Cole, giving Cole their first loss of the season. As Wartburg beats Cole 14-7. Congrats to Wartburg. Yay. Next up, we got Central versus Dubuque. Central beating Dubuque 38-21. Congrats to them boys. And last but not least, we got BV versus Simpson. Simpson coming away with the big dub, 24-16 over BV at Sirski. That's how we do it. Actually, I'm not gonna say we didn't play our best ball last week, but hey, we came out with the dub. I mean, it's always good to come out with the dub, but we got a lot to improve on as a team as we go along this season. Two more games. Yeah, as y'all know, this week is the Storm bye week, so we do not have a game this week. So let's get into some of these other games that we can predict, and they might be right. Well, they will be right because I know. First up, we got Lores versus Central. I'm taking Central all day over there. I don't think Lores got what it takes to beat Central at the end of the day. Next up, we got Wartburg versus Luther. If Luther kind of upsets Wartburg, excuse me, but if Luther upsets Wartburg, bro, I know they're gonna be pissed. But I'm gonna just pick Wartburg because I know Luther does not have what it takes to come away with that victory. Next up, we got Dubuque versus Nebraska Wesleyan. I'm taking Dubuque. Dubuque is a physical team, and Nebraska Wesleyan, they're not as physical as Dubuque, so I feel like Dubuque will out physical them for sure and pick up the dub. Next up, we got Cole versus BV, another game which probably might not happen. If BV upsets Cole, that's gonna flip the whole standings, bro. That's gonna flip it all. So, but I'm going with Cole on that one. But if BV upsets him, hey, I won't be mad. I will not be mad. So let's get into these standings. At number one, we have Wartburg. Number two, we have Co. Fuck them guys. Excuse my language. Number three, we have Central FTD. Number 4, we have the Buke. Number 5, we have yours truly, the Simpson Storms. Number 6, we have Nebraska Westland. Number 7, we have BV. Number 8, we have Lawrence. And 9, last but not least, we have Luther. Yes, sir. Now let's get into some of these team awards of last week versus BV. Defensive MVP goes to linebackers this week. We got outside linebacker Mason Little, aka May May. Yes, sir. Salute to that boy. And middle linebacker himself, inside backer himself, Mr. Zach Truitt. Congrats to my boy Zach. That boy is a like I've been saying, he's a mentor to me. I look up to the guy. He's a good guy. He's a good player, and I actually look up to that guy, bro. I'm not gonna say I want to be the next Zach Truitt of the Simpson Storm, but I want to be the next Zach Truitt. But I'm also want to be myself. So, I mean, I take a lot of stuff from Zach. I'm not even gonna lie. Technique. Um, if I'm watching anybody on the field when it comes to practice or in game, I'm watching Zach. I'm watching Truitt, bro, because he has he has good form. He has good technique. So I want to take that away from him. I'm not saying like take it away from him, but I want to take that and use it in my game as well. So yeah, I want to be the next Truett, but I also want to be the first John Andrews. You feel me? Y'all get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You feel me? Next up, offensive MVP, Mr. Cole Stasker himself, Mr. Receiver himself. I don't know how many touchdowns he caught, but I think he had 2 TDs. I think. Special teams MVP, my boy Ben Sapozic. Yes, sir. A fellow outside linebacker. Yes, sir. Linebackers taking over, boy. Stop playing. Minutes of the week, we have Mr. Nolan Pagel, the defensive lineman himself. That boy is a menace. That boy is unblockable. You cannot block him. Trust me. Best D interior D lineman in the arc. In the arc. I'm not even gonna lie. If I had to bet my money on anybody, it would be Nolan Pagel. Not even gonna lie to you. Spirit Award winner is Joe Cream Breen, baby. Salute to Joe Spirit Award. I feel like he been supposed to win that award, but hey, that's not my call. So congrats to that boy Joe Bream on winning that Spirit Award. You feel me? Now we finna hop into these Scout Awards. You hear me? We got Scout Defense Award goes to Max Los and your boy truly John Andrews Jr. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I strive every week to make the offense better. When I'm on scout. When I'm on scout, I strive to make the offense better. So when the game comes up, it can be easier for them boys for the lineman to pick up the blitz or for the QB to read the defense when it comes for me to cover. But on to scout offense MVP, we got my boy Caleb Howard and Harrison. I really don't know how to say my boy Harrison last name, but we call my boy AKA Harry. You feel me? Now, Scout Special Team Award goes to my boy Isaiah Hall and Luke Mash. Congrats to every Scout MVP that made it this week, making the offense and defense better and special teams better at that. Yes, sir. Keep striving for that. And as y'all know, we had a JV game this week against Central. And my takeaway from that is we've came a long way. The game, I think the score was 24 to 21, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 24 to 21. I can't remember it. I know it was a close game though. And what I've took away from that game is when we play our ball and we play together and communicate, we could get stuff done. And that's just a I say that's just a milestone. That's a milestone right there. Almost beating Central at a JV game. That's that's going to mark the next 3 3 to 2 years of this program that we can hang with Central. You feel me? Because the past years we can hang with Central, but that JV game, what I took away from it, the next 2 to 3 years, the next 2 to 3 years, when our JV squad moves up the varsity, Central is gonna have a problem with us. They're not gonna be coming out for an easy game like they usually do, thinking they're finna run all over the storm. It's not gonna happen because as we proved Monday, they could with that we can hang with them, and we hung with them. I mean, it was mistakes made at the end of the game that cost us the game, or we could have did better as a defense and not allowing them to score. But we made mistakes, and trust we're going to learn from them. And probably the next year or two, you're gonna see the Simpson Storms beating Central. You're gonna see the Simpson Storms beating Co. You're gonna see the Simpson Storm beating Wartburg. You're gonna see it. And I promise you, when it happens, I want y'all to come back to this. And I want y'all to clip this right here, because the next 2 3 years, as we've been playing as a JV team, we've came a long way from the first to the third game, bro, to our last game. I mean, it's a lot to improve on. It's a lot to learn, but I've seen a lot of improvement out of our JV squad, out of our squad, bro. And I'm like, bro, it was like a proud moment. Even it's not acceptable to lose. Like y'all, if y'all know me personally, I don't like to lose. But to actually see the progress that we made over the amount of time we had, the amount of time we put in together, like you'll be proud. You'll be a proud player too, because coming out in first week getting blown out by Wartburg, and second game losing to Cole. You feel me? It was a. I mean, from Wartburg to Cole, that was growth in itself, because we came out a different team that we was when we first played against Wartburg as a JV team, and as we played against Cole as a JV team. As we played against Cole, it was a filling out process. And then coming in that last game against Central and actually putting up points on the board, actually stopping the offense, actually going downfield, making drives, and actually like communicating together as a team on defense and communicating as a team on offense. I mean, it was a lot of penalties. I'll say if we take away the penalties and the mistakes that we made, we would have automatically won against Central. I mean, first half we could have came out better. We could have came out better in the first half, but second half we played balls out. We played lights out. And to actually come close to beating Central, it actually like it sparked something in our JV. Like actually, it sparked. I'm gonna say it sparked something, because you have you have the whole team. We're into it. Like this last JV game was the best energy we've had. Well, we didn't have this energy when we played against Cole. We didn't have this energy when we played against Wartburg. Like the sidelines was hyped. On the field, we was hyped. Everybody was moving in conjunction. And when we finally fell out of place, they took advantage. But for the most part, we was together. We was communicating. We was celebrating together. When we made plays, we was celebrating. When we when we messed up, we picked each other up. We made sure that we had that next play mentality, and that will almost cost us to win that game. But at the end of the day, we gotta still work on some things. We got to clean up some things. So next year, when half of this JV squad, when half of this JV squad move up to varsity, like some teams is gonna actually have problems with us, because once we learn, once we learn how to learn how to do most of the stuff, or learn how to communicate better on the field, learn how to, you know, do our jobs the correct way instead of just doing it halfway correctly. We do it all the way correctly. That's what I took away from this game. This game really showed this JV game really showed me the growth that this JV team has had. Like, when if you first saw us when we played against Wartburg, you would not think we'll stand a chance against Central JV team. Not to bash them, but really wasn't there that good. They just capitalized off our mistakes that we made, and we had a lot of penalties and a lot of plays that got away from us. And as a unit, we gotta fix those things. I mean, I can't speak to on what happened to offense because I don't play offense, but I can speak to on the defensive side, which we need work on. Like, we need to communicate better. We need to learn our jobs better. You feel me? Like, it's just a learning process, and that's why it's JV, because it's a learning process. It's junior varsity. That's junior varsity. I'm not even gonna lie. I've played junior varsity like probably once in high school. One JV game, like one JV game in high school. And I mean, it's a different perspective now, cause like junior I mean, JV in college and JV in high school is two totally different things. JV in college is like you developing. I mean, you in high school, you're developing too, but you develop more as you're on the JV squad in college, because I mean, you put in more time in JV in college than you do in high school. Like, some teams in high school don't even like prep JV. But in college JV, they prep you. You have meetings and everything going over what you supposed to do. Like, it's like just development. And just me as a whole, I still have a lot of development to do. Like, I'm not gonna just say I was just I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I have a lot of things to learn. And remember, as I talked about last time, when I said once I get comfortable at that linebacker position, like against Central, I felt very comfortable at that linebacker position. Like, I felt, and that's why I made plays. I made the plays that I made because I actually felt comfortable back there, sitting in my stance, reading the defense. I mean, I still have stuff to learn, like actually learning how to really tackle correctly, like getting my pad levels down when I tackle. Because, and that's the craziest thing, because I tackle up high a lot, and like people, like my teammates ask me, how do you do that? Like, how do I take? I mean, it's a part of, like, I'll say, like, I'm not gonna say I catch them, but like I'll just full on. You ever watch somebody tackle up high and actually absorb that contact and don't like move forward, the running back move forward? That's what I was basically doing. That's what I basically did. Like, I tackled high, but I stopped his momentum. Like, and most people ask me, how did I stop momentum like that? Like, it's nothing but leg drive. You gotta have leg drive. If you're gonna tackle up high and actually stop his momentum, you got to have leg drive. Like, once I made contact with him up high, I'm driving my feet. And that's one thing that I actually took from the O line. That's one skill I took to O line from to linebacker, my leg drive. Cause you gotta have leg drive to play offensive line when you want to drive that defensive lineman back like 20 yards and open up that hole for your running back or your quarterback. So basically, that's basically what I did. I stopped his momentum and I drove him back. and that involved in some good plays for me, but also it's not a good thing to also tackle high because what happened if I meet a person bigger than me? Um, I wa- Me personally, I won't care because I don't care if you're bigger than me. I don't care if you're taller than me. I'm gonna trust in my ability and my strength that I'm gonna hit you. And once I hit you, you gonna feel it. Like you're gonna feel me. You're gonna feel me when I hit you. No diddy. You're gonna feel me when I hit you. Like you're not gonna be just running. Like it was one play at JV game. Like I'm not gonna lie, I did not make this tackle, but I stopped his momentum enough for my teammates to gang tackle him. Like the QB pulled the ball, he's running full speed through the hole, and I just come in and I basically just put my shoulder into him, but I didn't wrap up, so I slipped off of him. But which drove him when I hit him, it drove him back like 2, 3 yards, which is good because that's stopping his momentum to actually come forward and for my teammates to just come together and tackle. So yeah, like I said, I'm not good. I'm not bad either. I'm like when it comes to developing, I'm developing, bro. Like if that makes sense to most of y'all. When it comes to developing, I'm developing. Like I'm developing into a linebacker. Like I said, I can't get my words out. But it's like I'm developing into the linebacker that this team deserves. Like if I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's bringing me back to my self doubt that I talked about last week. Like I had self doubt. Like, am I really gonna be the linebacker that this team needs? Am I gonna really be the team leader? But now as I'm developing and gaining confidence and getting comfortable playing linebacker, I'm like, yeah, by next year or the year after, I'm going to be that linebacker that the defense can depend on when it's fourth and two and the offense is going for it. Like I'm gaining that confidence that I can be the team leader on defense. I can be the linebacker that leads. Like I can be the linebacker that makes plays in critical moments. And this that game really showed me that I can really do this. I can really do this linebacker thing. Like if you know me, I'm not a big celebration person. Like and I don't think my teammates get that yet. Like I'm not a like if I make big plays, I'm not gonna celebrate. I might celebrate I might celebrate when I get to the sideline, but when I'm on the field, I'm strictly focused on what's trying to get this offense off the field. And I don't think my teammates understand that yet. Because when I was making plays, everybody was trying to celebrate. Nah, dog, get back, as our coaches explained, get back to that baseline, get back in your position, and get back focused on what's ahead of you. And that's what I do. I don't celebrate. Now, when I get to the sidelines, it could be all celebrations, all balloons, and all that. But when I'm on the field and I make a big play, don't try to come up and like we can do that when we get to the sidelines, bro. Like that's just celebrating too early. Let's celebrate when we get this offense off the field. Let's celebrate when we get this turnover and we get to get off the field and let our offense come and do their job. Let's celebrate when somebody makes a big play or fumble and we get to get off the field or even getting a turnover on downs. Let's celebrate when we get to the sidelines. Then let's not celebrate when we on the field and we still have work to do. Now, now it was cases where I got hyped about it, but it really wasn't no celebration. It's just hype. Like I'm that type of person. I'm not trying to celebrate until I'm off the field and I've did my job completely. Like celebrating mid play, I mean celebrating after a play and you did something, and but it's still like still a job to be done, that's pointless. Because what happened if I celebrate for making a big hit or tackle for a loss, and then I come back next play and they just throw a bomb downfield or run the ball 30 yards and score a touchdown. There's no point of that celebration right there. See, you just celebrated too early, which caused probably you to be overhyped about yourself. And now they done scored. So what you gonna do about it? You they just scored and you just celebrated for no reason. So that's why I don't celebrate while I'm on field unless my job is done. If my job isn't done, I'm not celebrating. If I didn't do my job correctly, but I still made a play, I'm not celebrating. Like that's just me as a player though. Like I know some players like to do that. Celebrate during after the play and get hyped. But me personally, I don't do that because my job isn't done yet. Not after a play. Now when them fourth and outs come and we get that turnover or they come out with that punt team, now that's when I'm gonna celebrate when I get to the sideline. Like basically what I did this week. I made plays. They tried to celebrate with me on the field. I wasn't going for that. But when we got that fourth and out and we stopped them, that's when I celebrated because we got them off the field and we completed our job fully. But hey, like I said, that's just me. That's just me as a player and as a person because I'm not a real. Let's be real. I'm not a real trash talker unless you make me talk trash to you. Like I'm not the one that's gonna I'm not the one that's gonna start trash talking you because I mean it's ways I'm not gonna say I don't trash talk, but I don't call it trash talk. It's polite trash talk. You feel me? Getting into your opponent's head. See, what I used to do is like I'll come up and have a genuine conversation with you. Like I'll be like, yo, what up? How your day been? And all that. You know. And for some reason that throws the opposing player off. Like I don't know what about like being like polite on the field, it throws a player off. Like it throws off their game. I don't know how they think when I'll just be talking to them like that. When I'll be like, "Hey, what's good, man? How your day been? How the family?" I'm like, I bet you this is how I think about it. It's like to the point like they be just thinking like, "Bro, why is this guy being nice to me?" Like, we're opposing teams. Why are you being nice to me? And they just throw. I feel like they just throws off their mentality, uh, mentality that they had before the game going out to kill. But when they see me and I'm just up there being polite, they were like, "Bro, who is this guy? Why is he so polite?" And it just throws off their thought process. And I don't know how it works to people, but I know it throws them off their game because it does. It throws them off their game. Like in high school, I did the same thing, and that's why I loved playing O line because you're not like a corner. You're not on the island by yourself. You're not a quarterback. You're not back there by yourself with only one person. Like that's why I truly loved O line because you have these four other guys. You have the four other guys beside you that you can talk to. Plus, you have like whatever defensive scheme they run, you have down linemen, or you have four down linemen, or you have the outside backers, however they run their defense that you can talk to. And when I lined up against a tackle or a nose, I'm not talking. You might think I'm talking shit. You might think I'm talking trash to them because you see me talking, but I'm really not. I'm honestly like, hey, bro, what's good? Now, now, that's not to say that I just polite trash talk. Like now when the trash talk come out, you gotta provoke me. I'm not the person that comes out and just trash talk you. You gotta provoke me into trash talking. Like once you say that thing, that one little trash talk, once that sentence come out your mouth and it's something about me being trash, bro. Now that's when I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you. But don't let me make a play on you. Cause once I make that play, I'm gonna get up and talk my ish. Because you started with me. I didn't start with you. You started it, I finished it. Just like that. And it's gonna continue like that the whole game. Cause I don't care if you stop talking trash after that. I'm gonna talk my trash because you should have just kept your mouth closed, buddy. And now you're getting worked by me, and now I'm on your case because you wanted to be on my case even when I didn't do nothing to you. Like it could be the first play of the game. Cuz come out there. Ain't even ran a play against me yet. Talking trash. Okay. Now let me come out here and make a play on you. Now you get my trash talk for the whole game as long as you line up on me. As long as you line up on me, I'm gonna talk my trash because you took it upon yourself to think you could trash talk me and think you might think it's sweet because I don't talk back to you at first. But just know, once I crush you, bro, once I crush you, oh, it's on because I'm on your head all game. And you can ask the running back from Central. You can ask the quarter. Matter of fact, you can ask the quarterback from Central. Cuz said one single word to me. He made, I think it was the first quarter. It was the first quarter. I'm not gonna lie. It was the first quarter. I came, made a play, tried to make a play, slipped off of him, and he gained about like 5, 6 yards. Not even gonna lie. He gets up, and as I'm walking, he say, "Learn how to tackle, trash boy." And bruh, that he was like trash. He was like, "You trash boy," and I was like, "What?" And the next the next drive I get in, he tried to run, and guess what? I crushed him. I crushed him in the hole. And guess what? He heard my trash talk. That every time I made a play on that quarterback, he heard my trash talk. He heard it. But that's what he started, and I finished it because at the end of the day, you didn't make play. You only made one play on us, one play, and you barely made that play. So who finished it? We did. I'm not gonna say I did. We did because as a unit, we got them off the field. As a unit, we stopped y'all from scoring a touchdown. So I'm not gonna say I stopped it. I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say I finished it. I'm gonna say we finished it because I'm not the only one out there making plays. I have DBs. We have DBs making plays. We have D linemen making plays. So I'm not the only one. So I'm gonna say we finished that. Now, no, enough of me rambling, bro. Enough of me rambling. Enough of me rambling. By the way, this is gonna be a short episode because I have meetings to go to. Let's get into some of these results and predictions on this top 25 college football. So first team up, Syracuse versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh taking a dub 41-13. And I did pick Pittsburgh for that win. Like I said last episode, if you're a betting man, you better listen to these predictions because I will lead you in the right direction. Next up, we got Boise State versus UNLV. Boise State taking that dub 29-24. Once again, another prediction. Your boy won. Yes, sir. Had to pop that. Next up, we got Notre Dame versus Navy. Notre Dame coming out with the dub 51-14 over Navy. I told y'all when Navy get that real comp, they're not gonna win. And I did pick Notre Dame to beat Navy. So last scout. We're 3-0 right now. Next up, we got Ole Miss versus Oklahoma. Nah, I know that's not how you say it. Oklahoma. And Ole Miss take the dub 26-14 over Oklahoma. And that's another prediction. 4-0 right now. 4-0 right now. Ain't took a L yet. Next up, we got Indiana, Indiana versus Washington. Indiana coming out with the dub against Washington 31-17. Another prediction I won because I'm pretty sure I did come with the Indiana. I'm gonna say it wrong again, bro. Let's go. That's 5-0 right now. 5-0. I don't see me losing anytime soon. Next up, we got Ohio State versus Nebraska. Ohio State coming up with the dub 21-17. Close game for my like. I would have thought Ohio State would have blown them out. But again, I'm 6-0 with the prediction. Stop playing with me. Next up, we got Oregon versus Illinois. Oregon beat Illinois 38-9. Another prediction I won. Yes, sir. 7-0. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna go at these predictions. Stop playing. Next up, we got BYU versus UCF. BYU taking the dub 36-24 over UCF. Another prediction I won 8-0, baby. Yes, I'm actually having a competition with myself right now. Yes. Next up, we got Bama beating Missouri 34-0. Now, this game right here, bro. I thought Missouri would at least put up points, at least a touchdown on Bama, but that's one I lost. 7-1 right now. I'm 7-1 right now. Next up, we got Texas versus Vandy. Texas almost losing to Vandy 27-24, but they came out with the dub. Pretty sure I picked Texas, so that's 8-1 right now. Next up, we got the Hurricanes versus Florida State. Y'all know I went Hurricanes. Hurricanes beat Florida State 36-14. Good game win right there. That's 9-1. 9-1 right now. Now we got LSU versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M beating LSU 38-23. I'm not sure who I picked on that. I think I picked LSU. So I'm 8-2 right now. Next up, we got Penn State versus Wisconsin. Penn State beating Wisconsin 28-13. I'm pretty sure I picked Penn State to win that game. So that's 9-2 right now. Next up, we got Kansas versus Kansas State. I know I picked Kansas State, and Kansas State comes out with the dub 29-27. That's 10-2, 10-2, 10-2. Next up, we got SMU versus Duke. I know I picked SMU because Duke is a basketball school. But SMU wins the game 28-27 over Duke. Big, tough battle right there. That was a good game for sure, I know. Next up, we got Colorado versus Cincinnati. I don't even remember predicting this game, but I think I did pick Colorado. So that's 12-2. 12-2? No, 13-2. 13-2. Next up, we got Washington State versus San Diego State. I think I picked Washington State, which is now 14-2 for my predictions. Washington State beating San Diego State 29-26. Now let's hop into some of these predictions, dog. Okay, first up, we got San Diego State versus Boise State. I'm automatically picking Boise. I feel like Boise State is finna blow San Diego State out the water, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. Next up, we got Duke versus the Miami Hurricanes. Of course, I'm picking the Hurricanes to win that game because, once again, Duke is a basketball school. You can fight me if you want to. I do not care. Next up, we got Ohio State versus Penn State. Now, this game right here is going to be a good one. But just me going off a limb, I feel like Penn State is the underdog in this game. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's like the 2 and 3 rankings going against each other, if I'm not mistaken. Uh I'm gonna go with Penn State. I'm gonna go with Penn State. I feel like Penn State can beat Ohio State. So I'm gonna go Penn State. Next up, we got Air Force versus Army. Uh Not sure, but I'm gonna go Army. I'm gonna go Army. Next up, we got Ole Miss versus Arkansas. Y'all know I'm picking Ole Miss over Arkansas any day. Any day of the week, I'm picking Ole Miss, so I do not care. Next up, we got Minnesota versus Illinois. It's kind of a toss-up game. I feel like that's gonna be a close game in itself. But I'm gonna pick Illinois for sure. I'm pick Illinois for sure. Next up, we got Oregon versus Michigan. I'm going Oregon all day. Going Oregon. If Michigan somehow upsets Oregon, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. I know Oregon fans is gonna be mad to T about that. Next up, we got the Texas Tech versus Iowa State. Y'all know since I'm in Iowa, y'all know I gotta go with Iowa State. Still undefeated. I think they're still undefeated. I don't keep up with Iowa State. I'm sorry. Next up, we got Georgia versus Florida. I'm picking Georgia all day over Florida. I feel like Florida is not gonna have what it takes to beat Georgia. That's just me personally. Sorry to all the Florida fans, Florida Gator fans. I used to be a Florida Gator fan too. That was back when it was good though. But hey. Next up, we got Kansas State versus Houston. I'm gonna say Kansas State take that one. I don't think Houston gonna come out and punch Kansas State in the mouth like they supposed to. So if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Just know I feel like Kansas State might win this game by a touchdown or like 3 points. Something like that. Okay. Indiana Indiana versus Michigan State. I feel like Indiana gonna pick up that dub against Michigan State. That's another game that I feel like Michigan State is not gonna have what it takes to beat Indiana. That's just me personally. Now we got Louisville versus Clemson. I like Louisville. I like Clemson. We gonna go with. We're gonna flip a coin in my mind. Heads is Louisville, tails is Clemson. I'm gonna go with Clemson on that one. I'm gonna go with Clemson, probably beating them out by a point or three, or probably two. No more than 2 touchdowns though. Next up, we got Texas A&M versus South Carolina. I feel like Texas A&M is going to take that dub right there. Texas A&M probably should take that dub. Next up, we got Kentucky versus Tennessee. Now, both teams are good. I know what Kentucky has. I know what Tennessee has. But I feel like it's going to come down to the stretch where Tennessee is going to win. Last but not least, we got Pittsburgh versus SMU. Pittsburgh all day. Y'all know I'm not a Pittsburgh fan, but I'm loving Pittsburgh this season. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh over SMU. All right, let's hop into these top 25 rankings. First, of course, y'all know we got the undefeated Oregon Ducks. At number 2, we got Georgia Bulldogs 6-1. Number 3, you got Penn State 7-0 undefeated. Number 4, we got Oklahoma. That is Oklahoma State 6-1. Number 5, we got Miami Hurricanes undefeated 8-0. Next up at number 6, we have Texas. That's 7-1. Number 7 spot, Tennessee 6-1. Number 8, we got Notre Dame 7-1. Number 9, we got BYU undefeated 8-0. Number 10, we got Texas A&M 7-1. Number 11, we got Iowa State 7-0. Hold on. Number 12, we have Clemson. They're 6-1. 13, I'm not sure who that is. Hold on. I just put initials. I should have just put. I don't know. I don't know what got into me. I don't know why I just put the initials on there. I should have just put the name of the team on there. Number 13, we got Indiana. Number 14, we got Bama. Number 15, we got Boise State. Number 16, we got LSU. Number 17, we got Kansas State. Number 18, we got Pittsburgh. Number 19, we got Ole Miss. Number 20, we got SMU. Number 21, Army. Number 22, Washington State. Is that Washington or Wisconsin? I think that's Washington. Number 23, we got Colorado. Number 24, we got Illinois. And number 25, last but not least, we have Missouri. Now, since we got 5 minutes left of this podcast, we got the question of the day, and of course, we don't have no guest today because a little short episode. I just want to put out there because because I missed Tuesday. I was hurting, y'all. I was hurting. I'm sorry. I was hurting. We played the JV game on Monday. I was hurting, bro. Barely could move. So the question of the day is, can you discuss the role that your coach or mentors have played in your success? Now, which coaches? Now, I know for sure this coaching staff at Simpson right now, they're going to play a part in my success. But what got me here and what coaches got me here and mentors got me here, I'm going to say my high school coaches. I mean, if it wasn't for my head coach, Coach Brady, shout out to Coach Brady. If it wasn't for Coach Brady, I probably wouldn't be here myself because he had faith. He had faith in me to throw me in at guard my freshman year, and and the rest is history. If he didn't believe in me and he would have threw somebody else in there, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. Not even gonna lie to you. Another coach, Coach Young. Now, Coach Young, he didn't teach me football wise, but he taught me lessons. Like Coach Young is the one to teach you lessons. Now he's the head coach at my high school. Congrats to him. But he taught me lessons like respect, discipline. He taught me respect and discipline. Like he was the coach that was not gonna have no disrespect, none of that. He was not going for none of that. Now, mentor slash coach got to go to Coach Duck, Coach Ducksworth. Now that man, he's taught me a lot, bro. He's taught me a lot on field and off field. If y'all didn't know, he's the reason I lost weight, and now I'm a linebacker. Like he's the reason I lost weight. But if you don't know who Coach Duckworth is, he played O line and at Auburn and also in the NFL. But he came to my senior year. He came to coach. Well, he was like a part-time coach, but he was also a mentor to me. Like before I came up here, the off season, the whole summer, I was working with him. Like he taught me like at my high school we didn't do much pass setting. He taught me how to pass set. He gave me workouts and he also gave me lessons. What I say I gained from him was my character and how far I can really push myself. Like he pushed me like the whole summer. He pushed me to the max. Like he pushed me. And story time, right quick. It was like one day, like he had a job also, so he couldn't always be there with me. So it was like one day it was finishing up. I was doing my running, my conditioning, and it was like this workout. Well, this condition workout he gave me, like start on the ground, and when he says go, push up, take off. So it's really working on your takeoff, and I don't know, but like he broke it down. Like he was like, "Do I know what character means?" And me, me being tired, about to pass out because I'm tired. He's been working me, and he was like, and I was like, "Nah, what it mean?" He was like, "Character is basically doing the right thing when no one's looking." And from then on, it was like some days he couldn't make it because he had work. So and that's when I found out that I had character because and I actually pushed myself past my limits when he wasn't there. And the fact that I knew I did because he saw results. He saw results. It was like a whole week where he didn't train with me. I trained by myself, but I used his regimen that he gave me. And like I did it. I didn't skip nothing. I didn't skip no drill. I didn't skip the weights. I didn't skip nothing. So like it was like he came back one day, he saw me, he didn't have work that day. He was like, I can tell that you actually took my workout seriously because you're getting I see your I see your pass sets getting better. I see that your arms getting bigger, that your legs are getting stronger because and he also seen that I got faster and quicker with it. Like I'm not the one to brag, but I'll put in that work. Like I'm the person like I'm going to put in the work no matter what. No matter how hard it is, I'm going to keep going. And because mainly because of that guy. Because I'm not gonna say I got my character from him, but he pushed me to limits that I didn't know I had. Like the first the first day training with this guy, bro, it was literally hell. Hell on earth. But I didn't quit. Like, okay, this is what tells me that this is what separates me from other people. He said the people that he used to train, quit the first day. Quit the first after the first workout they had, they did not come back. So he was like, so the first day he was like, "Are you gonna quit on me like the others did, or are you gonna keep going?" And I'm like, the person in me, I'm no quitter, bro. Like, I'm no quitter. Like, I'm not gonna quit something. If I really want it, I'm not gonna quit it. And football, going to college for football and actually being ready, I wanted that. So I trained my ass off all summer. I trained my ass off all summer, which showed me a lot about myself that I didn't know. Like that I can actually push past my limits and I can actually do the things that I say I can't. Like one lesson I've learned, like never say you can't do something. Like, cause you actually can. I mean, to me, it's like when you say you can't do something, you're honestly just scared of doing it. Cause you don't know if you're gonna actually succeed in it. But hey, that might be me like now with like like I said last week with the self-doubt, like I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit school and quit football. But that's going back to me actually being scared of not knowing if I can actually succeed in doing this or succeed on the field or succeed in class. Because if you know me personally, I'm not that type of person to actually like school. Like if you knew me in high school, you know I did not like school. I did not mess with school not whatsoever. So for me to keep pushing, it's like and not quitting and say I can't do it. Like it's teaching me some things that I didn't even know about myself. Like I found out a lot of things that I didn't know about myself. And that's what I feel like college is all about. Finding your purpose. Like I mean, finding my purpose, like when I got here, I didn't know I'll be doing this podcast right here. I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know I'll be doing a radio show. I didn't know nothing about that. Like that's the thing about college. College is to find out your purpose and what you want to do in life. Like like I like when I got here, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect for me to have this studio to film in. I didn't expect none of this. But then again, it happened. And now I've found another thing that I like besides football. Like I found another hobby that I love and I can actually do. Even if it's nothing coming out of it, even though it's nothing coming out of it, I still love it. Like, like my whole explanation of quitting football was because wasn't nothing gonna come out of it. Like after my 4 years is up here, who knows? I might not ever play football again in my life. But then again, you got to think of it on the bright side. You get to play a sport that you love, and then it also have been a dream. It's a dream, like you know them dreams that you have when you're a kid, when you want to be a, when you want to play college football. That was my dream, playing college football. My dream, what my dream was going to the NFL, but hey, that might not happen. But at least I get to say that I accomplished one of my dreams and playing college football, no matter what level it's at. Like most people dream about playing college football, but it's only at the Division 1 level. That's why most people can't. That's why most people can't don't play football in college because they want that D1 offer. They want that D1 scholarship. See me, I just wanted a chance because I'm, I'm not gonna lie. I did my recruiting myself. Like I've had coaches tell me that I was too small. I wasn't meeting their criteria of what they wanted in the O lineman. But I had the skill. I had the skill and I had the physicality to back up my play. Even though I'm 5'9", 5'10", 240, what they're supposed to mean? If you popped on my high school, if you popped on my high school highlight tape, all you will see was me dominating people. You will see me putting people on the ground, me being physical. See, that's why sometimes I hate that it's like this. Like coaches just wants coaches just want the big people. But there's also people out here that's don't doesn't meet your height criteria for that position, but also are dogs. I know a lot of people that could have went Division 3, Division 2, but they wanted to go Division 1, but they didn't never get that offer, so they never actually tried the other divisions. They never tried Division 3 ball. They never tried Division 2 ball. They've tried JUCO ball, sure, but they've never actually even tried Division 2, Division 3 ball. That's why I feel like some people can't accomplish like playing football in college because they only looking for that Division 1. They're not looking at these Division 2s. They're not looking at these Division 3s. They're not looking at NAIA schools. They're only looking at that one division, and that's Division 1 ball. If it's not Division 1, they don't want it, which should change. And coaches should change too. That's just me though. That's just me. Like, if you're just recruiting off the eye test, as they would like to call it, like the height and weight, how would you know if they're actually good? Like, if once again, I've been told my whole high school, why are you playing guard? I mean, sure, I'm big. Sure, I was like 240 in high school, 250, 5'9", 5'10". I mean, I get that I don't pass your eye test, but when you see me on the field, it's a whole different story because I have this mentality of I don't, and this might end up crushing me in the future playing football, but I don't care about my body. I don't I don't care about my body. I mean, it's football. It's a contact sport. If you care about your body, you wouldn't be playing this sport. or any sport will matter because sports are gonna wear down your body at the end of the day. And like I said, me not caring about my body, it might affect me in the future. Mm, Not even gonna lie, it might affect me in the future, but hey, who cares? That's the future. I'm living in the moment now. And I feel like that's what separates me from other people. Like when it comes to me getting on that field and making contact with people, I don't care about contact. That's one thing I will never care about. Contact. In football, if you're a football player, you should never care about contact. If you play football and you care about contact and being getting scared to actually make contact, you shouldn't be playing football in the first place because football is a contact sport. Why is you playing a contact sport if you care about contact? You should have this mentality about you don't care about. I mean, well, I can't just say that because that can cost people in the long run. But as me as a player, I do not care about contact. I don't care how big you are. I don't care if you're 6'4", 320 pounds. Just know when you lie, if you line up against me, or if you line up against me, I'm gonna give you a hard fought battle. I'm gonna give you that battle that you wanted and that you would never expect out of me. I'm pretty sure if a 6'4" D tackle, like if I'm just say if I'm back on the O line and 6'4", 320 D lineman, 6'1", 250, 45, 290 pound defensive lineman just line up on me. I don't care. I'm gonna give you the work. I'm gonna try to give you the work. And if my trying is beating you, what that say about you? I know what that says about me, but what does that say about you? But hey, enough of my rambling. Episode 11 is now wrapped up of AthleteCast. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Hope y'all keep supporting. Keep an eye out for the merch because the merch shop is dropping either this week or next week. So keep out on the lookout for that. And that's enough for me. Peace.